Welcome students. Today we shall discuss about one of the important chapter in related to physics. But before that, I will ask you one question. Will you differentiate plants and animals? How they differ from one another? Okay, you are right. The plants are autotrophs and animals are heterotrophs because the plants are having the one of the variety or one of the major role in the universe, that is they are autotrophs because they can prepare their food themselves by using the photosynthesis reaction. So do you know what is photosynthesis reaction? Yes, photosynthesis reaction is a reaction which involves the formation of food or glucose by the use of carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. So it is the reaction only done by some of the algae or and some of the and all the green plants within the universe. But the other animals are heterotrophs because they cannot prepare their food themselves, but they are dependent on some of the animals or some of the or any other plants for their food. So the major energy sources of the all universe is indirectly depends on light because all the plants can prepare the food by themselves, but if there is no light presence, then there is no possibility of preparation of food by the plants. So for the extraction of any type of energy, that may be fossil energy or that may be that food energy, or that may be any other type of energy, or wind energy. Wind energy is formed by the some of the plant. It may be sometimes it may be by the plants. In order to formation of all these type of energies, we indirectly dependent on light energy. So light energy is one of the important energy which is God gift to all of us. So for that purpose, today we shall discuss about one of that important energy source, that is light. Dear students, light is one of the important source of energy which is very useful and very important for our daily life, because if there is no light, we cannot see any type of things. We cannot see because when the light is falls on any part of the body, then that light will comes back into our eyes, and that will converge in our retina. So in that retina, an image is formed. So that's why that image is transferred to the brain through some of the optical nerves. So by this complex process, the light can shows which body is present in front of us. So the light is having a major role in our daily life. So today we shall discuss about some of the important sources of light. So do you know what are the sources of light? Yes, sun is the major source of light, and other stars are the source of light, and some of the bulbs or some of the candles or any type of light sources can be used in our daily life. But in this chapter we have to study about what are the phenomenons involving in the light. So at first we shall discuss about what is the reflection of light. What is the reflection of light? What is the reflection? So you can see in many times when the light falls on a surface, then it will comes back. So if you are using one of the torch battery, you are present in a dark home. If you on the torch battery on a wall, so you can see the light on some of the other walls. You can see if you focus your battery on a single wall, even though if you focus on a single wall, you can see the light in whole room, because when you focus the light on a single wall, that light will comes back into in all other portion of the room. So that is because of the reflection. That process is called as reflection. That means the reflection is nothing but it is the phenomena, or it is a process of coming back of light rays, when it is falls on a surface. So if you focus the light on some of the transparent bodies, there are two types of bodies. One is transparent and other one is transparent. That is you already know in the 6th class. Transparent bodies are the some of the bodies which can possess the light energy through them, or light through them. But for example, glasses or thin papers, or some extra optical fibers. So these are the transparent materials which can possess the light through them. But non-transparent bodies are the some of the bodies which cannot transfer the light energy through them. For example, stone or wood, so or iron. So these are the bodies, or these are the matters which cannot passes the light energy through them. So that's why when the light is falls on the some of the non-transparent bodies, or sometimes it may be on transparent bodies, but totally when the light energy or light rays falls on a surface, then it will come back. So this phenomenon is known as reflection of light. Do you know what is reflection of? It is nothing but it is the coming back of light rays when it is falls on a surface. This is called as reflection. So if you one of the diagram I will show you. So this is one of the wooden box. When the light ray falls on this surface, I am sending a laser light AB on this surface, then it will come in the direction of BC. Okay, so this is a ray diagram of reflection of light. So this is all about reflection. And in this chapter we are going to study about what are the laws of reflection. So there are two laws in reflection. So we can study them one by one. Pause. In the laws of refraction, at first we can study about first law, that is the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. In a reflection process, the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. That is, here BO is the incident ray on a surface PQ. BO is the incident light ray on a surface PQ. PQ is a non-transparent body. So due to that, when BO light is incident on this body at an angle of I, this is angle I is nothing but angle of incidence. So the angle should be denoted in between the normal line and incident line. The normal line XO is nothing but it is the perpendicular line which is drawn to the reflecting surface PQ. So normal line is always perpendicular to the reflecting surface. That may be in the upper plane or lower plane, but it should be perpendicular to the reflecting surface. So that's why it is XO is drawn like this, and the angle of incidence is in between this incident ray and normal line, and the angle of reflection is in between angle of in between the reflected ray and normal line, that is R. R is nothing but angle of reflection, that is denoted in between normal line and reflected ray. So this diagram shows that the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection, and this is the first law of reflection. So if you incident an angle a light ray at an angle of 60 degree, then it will reflect at an angle of 60 degree as in this direction. If you incident RO, then SO will be the reflected ray with an angle of reflection, that is 60 degree. So this is called as first law of reflection. It is nothing but here in any type of reflection process, reflection phenomena, the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. And let us go for second law of reflection. The second law of reflection says that in any reflection phenomena, the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal line, they are always lying in a single plane. That means if you take this board as one of the plane figure, the plane figure means it is having only two dimensions, that is length and breadth. Or simply you can take it as the up and down, it is taken as one dimension or one plane. And this is left and right, this is also one plane. So that means this incident ray, reflected ray and normal, they are lying in a single plane. So these all three rays are, that is PO is the incident ray and OQ is the reflected ray and OA is the line normal. This all three rays are lying in a single plane. They are lying in a single plane because it is a plane figure. Okay, so there is no third dimension for this purpose. Okay, so this is the second law of reflection, and this is all about laws of reflection. In the next class we can discuss about what are the spherical mirrors and their uses, and what are the some of the components related to spherical mirrors, that may be radius of curvature and focal length of principal focus, etc. So in the next class we can discuss about those spherical mirrors, and goodbye.